Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the 90sBoomer YouTube channel, where I'm going to start putting playthroughs of games that I'm playing as an old man. And I'm probably about 10 years late on this one, but I kind of enjoy these type of games, so let's get into it. Got audio, got that. Okay.
Hi there. Thank you very much for playing The Beginner's Guide. My name is Davey Wreden. I wrote the Stanley Parable, and while that game tells a pretty absurd story, today I'm going to tell you about a series of events that happened between 2008 and 2011. We're going to look at the games made by a friend of mine named Coda. Now, these games mean a lot to me. I met Coda in early 2009 at a time when I was really struggling with some personal stuff, and his work pointed me in a very powerful direction. I found it to be a good reference point for the kinds of creative works that I wanted to make. So just to start you off, this is, I think, the first game he ever made. It's a level for Counter-Strike. You can walk around here, by the way. And mostly
Okay,
it's just Coda learning the basics of building a...
Too fast. I turned it up too much.
3D environment. But what I like is that even though he starts from the simple aesthetic of a desert town, he then scatters these colorful abstract blobs and impossible floating crates around the level. And of course, it destroys the illusion that this actually is a desert town, and instead this level becomes a kind of calling card from its creator. It's like a reminder that this video game was constructed by a real person. And it kind of makes you wonder, what was going through his head as he was building this? This is what I like about all of Coda's games. I mean, not that they're all fascinating as games, but that they are all going to give us access to their creator. I want us to see past the games themselves. I want to get to know who this human being really is. And that's exactly what we're going to do here. So, It's 2008, Coda starts making these games, and he never releases any of them. He doesn't put them onto the internet, he just makes them and then immediately abandons them, and they sit on his computer forever. And I think he really understood this image of himself as a recluse. At one point, he jokingly renamed his computer's recycling bin to Important Games Folder. So, this was just how he worked. He tended to crank them out one after the other without even really pausing to try to understand what he had just made, until suddenly one day, he just stopped. In 2011, that was it. He made his last game, and then he hasn't made another one since. And that's why I've taken this opportunity to gather all of his work together, is because I find his games powerful and interesting, and I'd like this collection to reach him, to maybe encourage him to start creating again. And if the people like you who play this also happen to find his work interesting, then I'm sure it'll just send that much stronger of a message of encouragement to Coda. So thanks for joining me on this. If you have a particular interpretation that I haven't mentioned here, or if you just need to get in touch, you can email me at daveywreden@gmail.com. Okay, that's about it for introduction. Let's take a look at Coda's first proper game. As each game is loading, I'll show you the date that it was completed. This first one was made in November 2008.
Whoa. Oh shit. Oh lord. Wait a minute.
This game is called Escape from Whisper, and it's one of the more generic games you'll see from Coda.
What's going on here?
Security call breached. Hostile alien life form inbound.
Come on, Buster.
It kinda looks like this game was abandoned mid-development. For instance, you have this gun, which you'd think would indicate that there are supposed to be monsters or enemies somewhere, but then clearly there are no enemies anywhere. You can't even reload the gun when you run out of bullets. But ultimately, we don't really know. Maybe Coda thought that actually it was complete the way that it is. And I think that we should talk about his games for what they are,
I don't think
rather
so.
than for what they're not.
Enemy
Ooh, what's
force
this?
neutralized. Begin ship evacuation.
I love how you can see the bottom of the universe from this room.
That's pretty cool. It's nice to look at. Got no bullets, man. Can't drop this thing. Oh, no? This is like Severance.
Apparently, this space station has a labyrinth on it.
Shoot.
Sure, I don't know. There's really no reason for it that I've ever been able to discern, so in the interest of time, I'm just gonna skip you on past it.
No!
Or, if you'd really like to solve the labyrinth, you're welcome to do that too.
Thank you. Okay, so... Oh, shoot. Uh-oh. So if I get lost now, I'm stuck. Let's get out of here.
Okay, this is the part that's interesting. The game has this narrative about the whisper machine and how it has to be turned off, and then you get to the engine room.
Whisper machine.
Hey, you there, in the engine room. You could save us all. That beam is powering the whisper machine. We could disrupt it by introducing a great enough heat signature. If your body could stop the beam. It's so much to ask, but for all of our lives, would you do it? Could you give yourself?
Sure. Yeah, I'll do it for you.
Let me pause here for a second. What you just experienced, stepping into the beam and then dying, is probably what Coda had initially intended when he was developing this level. But when he first compiles and plays it, something goes wrong. There's a bug somewhere, and this is what happens instead.
You just get looped? Wait, what? Whoa. Okay. Damn. Hold on a minute. Why is it so damn jittery?
The beam causes you to start floating. And this is an important moment for him.
This is pretty cool.
Because yes, this is technically a glitch, but Coda identifies something human about it, like how small it makes you feel in the face of this larger chaotic system. Or this floating could be the afterlife, a peaceful place, juxtaposed against all of the hysteria that you've just had to traverse. I don't even know. I have no idea what he was thinking, but what's clear is that after making this, something lodges itself in his brain. He wants to do more of these really weird and experimental designs. So he stops work on this and moves on to a stream of tiny little games that go in all sorts of directions. Let's go ahead and take a look at the first game he made after leaving this one behind.
Okay, let's go. I'm ready. Not as visually pleasing as the universe. Wait, what's going on?
Yep, in this
Can't go
game you
forward.
can only walk backwards.
Oh my gosh. Whoa. That makes me freaked out about what's behind me. I don't like that. Too many jump scare games. Is this gonna jump scare me? I'm honestly gonna be kind of butthurt if this game out of all of them jump scares me.
So it's a short and relatively minimalist
Thank
experiment
God.
combining motion and narrative. It is less advanced than the previous game, but actually it seems to be more focused, more complete. Coda's trying to give it a unique voice rather than simply basing it
do
on
like
a
it.
pre-existing trope.
Has a pretty good message. Kind of cool little bizarre video game art piece in a sense. Keep changing. Why does the future keep changing? Whoa. The past was behind her. But the future could not be seen. Is something going to change behind me now that I couldn't see earlier? does the future keep changing? Okay. Hold on now. What's going on here? Am I fucking... Okay. I could very well be lost. Oh, wait a minute. When she stops and looks, it becomes clear. Can I go forward now, please? Okay, looks safe. But if the future is always behind her, how will she find the strength to confront it?
It's a short little thought, it says what it wants to say, and then it ends. Didn't need anything more than that. Which to me is why it works, because it gets out quick. Okay, next one.
Okay, I'm liking this so far. I mean, I'm not really liking this anymore. Oh no. Okay, you can only go in the direction that it lets you. You are now entering... What?
And that's it. Okay, the meaning of this game won't be clear just yet. Please be patient with me for a few more games, and I promise you'll see what makes it interesting. Oftentimes, Coda would put bizarre titles like this one at the start of his games.
Nonsense in every direction.
I wish I'd known him at the time that he was making these early games. He would really only talk to me about his work as he was making it. Once he stopped work on a game, like, that was it. It was dead to him. And I don't agree with that at all, but what are you gonna do?
POV 9/11. Wait. This is getting...
Once you've been slowed to an absolute crawl, the door at the top of the stairs opens. So why, if Coda's not showing these games to anyone, why bother opening the door at all? Well, to show you, I'm modifying the game here so that when you press enter, it'll bring you back up to full speed so you can enter the door for yourself.
I think he's lying. I'm scared to press enter. He hasn't lied to me yet, and he does seem like a pretty honest guy, if I'm being honest. Honestly. Should I press it? I mean, I think I can get there, right? It's just gonna take a while. Or is it just stretching? Okay, you know what? We'll press it. Intrusive thoughts. Oh, this is chill. Whoa, 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 whoa! Chill, chill. Oh my God, this is too much.
A room that's warm and nice,
Just
and
ruined by all
little
this
ideas
text.
for games.
No, it's ruined. It was nice. Press U to surrender.
Coda would often tell me that
I'm
he didn't
pressing it.
mind if people thought of him as cold or distant. He said that he knew that he was actually a vibrant and compassionate person, but that it takes time to really see that. It can be a very slow climb to get there.
I don't like all the text. It's too much for my mind right now. I'm glad that one just ended. Clear. Oh, the water is very soothing after that.
Well, this is new for Coda. It's an actual puzzle.
Ooh.
Go ahead and see if you can solve it.
Okay. That was a trick. That can't be it. I'm stuck here now. Shoot. Guess we just jump it? Ugh. Oh, thank God. Uh-oh. Shoot. Okay, I think we're in trouble here. Oh, nope. I think I need to jump in there. Wait, what the hell? You go around the door? Oh. I'm stupid. I can't solve it, dude. Please. Maybe if I click this from out here.
Don't forget that solution,
Ooh.
because we're going to see this puzzle again soon. We're gonna see it a lot. So that seems to be it, right? You walk down a corridor, you solve a puzzle, you get to the end. Simple enough. All right, now I'm going to modify the game again so that when you press enter, it'll remove all of the walls from this room.
3, 2, 1. Jesus. Okay, so...
How about that? There was more to it than we had any way of knowing.
Wow.
I actually find it funny that this game comes after the Stairs game, since they essentially convey the opposite idea. So, in the Stairs game, a dull exterior concealed a rich interior. And then, in this level, a dull interior hides this fantastic outer world. Either way, I think that the point is the same, is that most of the time you don't get to know what you're missing, or even that you're missing anything. That's not your role as a player. So if your role
Sorry about that. Stand by, stand by.
here is not to understand, then what is it?
Much better. I don't know, man. Is this supposed to make sense now? You're now exiting. I thought I was entering.
So, this, combined with the entering game from earlier, tells us that Coda believes his games are connected somehow. It could even be that the Stairs game and the puzzle game are literally connected in between this and the entering game. There's a bigger picture that all of his games are meant to play a role in, some larger meaning that we won't be able to grasp until we've seen all of them. And once we have, we can step back and start to understand what exactly that bigger picture is.
Ooh, this is nice. This is very nice. Wow, this game's pretty cool so far.
Let's talk about video game development for a second. Every video game runs on what's called an engine, which determines what the game can and cannot do. So in other words, the engine is a set of tools for game development. To make all of these games, Coda is using an engine called Source. Like all engines, Source has certain things that it does well, and it has certain things that it does poorly. One of the things that it does very well is boxy linear corridors. That's why so many of Coda's games are set in these large, flat, empty rooms, is just because he's working with what the engine does well. The tools available to the creator shape what kinds of creative work they're going to end up making. You might consider paying attention to the architecture in Coda's games to notice how they seem to stem from an engine that's very good at producing linear, boxy corridors.
Shoot, no fall damage? Oh. Dang. Okay, this is like the back rooms now. Oh, don't like that. Didn't like the automatic gate. What? Okay. Whoa. Are you locking me up? That was loud. Whoa, this is bizarre. I would rather not get in there.
This
Jesus.
prison, funny enough, in Coda's original design, the doors stayed shut for a full hour before letting you go. If you don't mind, I think we're gonna skip that.
That is actually
This is something that
crazy.
he and I used to argue about a lot. You know, whether a game ought to actually be playable, whether it means anything if no one can get through it. And I would always defend that, you know, all this work goes into the game, why not make it playable and accessible? And so we just got into heated arguments over it, and there was one time that after one of these conversations, he went home, and a day or two later, he sent me a zip file entitled Playable Games that was full of hundreds of individual games, each of which was just an empty box that you walked around in and nothing else. Believe me,
crazy.
I played every single one of those just to find out if there was like a gag hidden somewhere. There wasn't.
I mean, this Coda guy sounds pretty cool. I do think he is Coda, though. But I have no idea about any of this stuff, so... And I'm probably late to the party.
It's the puzzle again, with the exact same solution as the last time.
Why do I feel like you're lying, man? Hello? You lied. Oh.
There's still no clear indication of what makes this puzzle so special that Coda is going to return to it over and over. But I promise I'll share with you my interpretation very shortly.
Okay.
Here, Coda begins using a kind of dialogue system that he fashioned out of the engine's chat capabilities. Use the 1, 2, 3 buttons on your keyboard to respond.
Yes. There was a world stamped with whiteness. Okay. America? Yes. There was an enormous prison I spent hours in. Or yes. There were these floating colored blocks. I mean, I think they're all kind of true. I'm gonna press all 3. Oops. Did you have to get through a puzzle with 2 doors and switches? Yes, I did. That was literally the last thing I did before coming in here. No, I don't remember. I prefer not to tell you after all. We only just met. Yeah, I'm gonna be kind of closed off to these guys. I mean, they look creepy. You don't understand. We're trapped here. That puzzle is our escape. We need to get through it. I think you went... you think you want to get through, but trust me, you don't. Let me describe it for you. Let me tell you all about what is over there. Alright, I'll tell you how to solve it. Alright, tell me. Or I'll tell him. I don't have the answer. Oh no, they're freaking out. This is unsettling. I'm just gonna head out. It's nice talking to you. You gotta be. I had a feeling. Was there a puzzle? Oh, no, 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 no. Okay, so I need to do the right. Okay, do I disagree the whole time? We actually find the black space between the doors to be far more interesting. Have you seen it yet? Why would I care about the space between the doors? Actually, now that you mention it, I remember it feeling strange. I don't recall the space. think it felt weird. Okay. Later.
And so we make one last descent down to the final floor of the level.
Oh.
It's a lamppost. Okay, I can't tell you
I was
quite
just about
why,
to rob
but
everyone's
for some
apartment.
reason, Coda fixates on this lamppost. It's going to appear at the end of every single one of his games from here on out. I'll tell you what I think. I think that up to this point, he's been making really strange and abstract games with no clear purpose, and maybe you can only float around in that headspace for so long. Because now he wants something to hold on to. He wants a reference point. He wants the work to be leading to something. He wants a destination, which is what this lamppost is. It's a destination. We're going to see it in the work as well. His games are just going to become a lot more cohesive, a lot more fully developed, with more of a clear idea behind them. And as we go, that idea will get clearer and clearer and clearer.
That one was okay. I'm just confused, I think, right now, so I'm not mad at it. I didn't hate it. I'm confused. As you walk around, you can leave notes. All notes you see are left by other players. No, it's going to be just slurs everywhere. I'm scared to click it. Nice room. Not. Okay. Pretty safe.
So first off, I'm sure you can deduce this, but this game is not connected to the internet. All of the notes
thank
that you're
God.
going to see have been written by Coda. This was actually the first game of his that I ever played. This was shortly after I met him at a weekend game jam in Sacramento, where I grew up. I saw him working on this very level, and it was just so different from anything that anyone else was doing. So right away I was like, I have to be friends with this person. In retrospect, I think I was probably a bit too pushy, trying to get his attention. I was over-enthusiastic. But he was very gracious about it and very patient with me. And I cooled off eventually.
I mean, this is a really cool idea.
Oh, feel free to skip over any of these notes if they're not doing anything for you. Nothing extra is going to happen if you read all of them. Either way,
That's
to
what a
me, they
guy
convey a sense of
would say
loneliness.
if something extra
I see this
was going
person
to happen.
who's filled with thoughts
If
and
I read all these.
feelings and beliefs and has no way to express them except
Yeah.
as scattered and unheard voices in a game that wasn't meant to be played.
How's there wood and grass and concrete
But it's ironic,
in here?
isn't
What
it?
the
That
fuck?
in playing this game and seeing how
True.
alone Coda often felt, that we
Huh?
get to know him better and actually kind of connect with him. And I have to be honest with you, this idea is really seductive to me. That I could just play someone's game and see the voices in their head and get to know
Oh,
them better
Lord.
and have to do less of the messy in-person socializing. I could just get to know you through your work. I think this is why I always liked Coda's games so much, is because it felt like they let me have that connection. I felt as though he was inviting me personally into his world. And then I feel less lonely too.
I mean, I'm not going to lie. I'm kind of ashamed of how long I'd be willing to walk around and read all these. Is that what we're going to do? There's nothing here. Go back. Don't listen to that guy. See, now they're gaslighting me. The notes are gaslighting me. A free t-shirt. I love a free t-shirt. Need other side door. Why you so... What? Cannot open door. Open sesame. Oh, I thought it was going to be like voice activated. Oh, this just really... Oh, wow. Jesus. I mean, do I go down there? I'm curious. Then I'm gonna have to come all the way back, right? Look at this, though. Very good game. Yeah, I'm kind of starting to like it, bud. Nice. Have a good night. I'm not that guy. Okay, they're getting... Don't listen to their notes. I'm not safe. I didn't hear that. Well, this one's kind of higher up. Whoever made this has issues. I mean... Wow. Ongo Globogian. We will all die soon. Okay, this is getting dark. Stop pretending you are other... Oop. I can't. This is like Black Mirror. I got Neuralink. The voices, man. Beat the game. Oh yeah,
At the end of this level, we're going to see the puzzle again. And here, I'll tell you what I think the puzzle means. Each of these games represents an idea that was on Coda's mind at the time that he was making it. And the puzzle is a way of closing the door on a previous chapter of his life before moving on to the next one. In each of his games, after exploring a theme that, he might find difficult, Coda can then place this puzzle that he knows has a reliable solution, he understands exactly how it works, and so it gives him a simple mechanism for moving on.
Why is this guy on the floor?
And because there's this dark area between the doors, a space between spaces, before you move on, you get to pause. Just for a moment, a few seconds to reflect on and let go of the events that led you here. To step back and connect the pieces together. To grasp at that elusive bigger picture.
I just wish the voices would stop. Shut up! Fuck. Jesus Christ. Wow. Jesus.
Okay, this one is
Porn
tough.
stars die
It's
too.
gonna kind of just spin its own wheels for a few minutes. Hang with it.
Man, that last one was just a lot of noise at the end there. Lord have mercy. Okay, it's spinning its wheels. Wait, whoa, whoa, whoa. All right. Okay. Can't quite fit through there. Jump. What? Whatever. What is this like? It was called Porn Stars Die Too. Is this like their beach house in Malibu? Aww.
See, this is it. The whole game. And there's nothing that's particularly interesting about it. You just walk to the end of a hallway.
Wait.
Except, for some reason, Coda gets really fixated on this prison that has all of this modern furniture. And I don't know why, but he decides he needs to revisit this prison. He's gonna start over, use the same assets, turn it into something else. Okay, cool. Here's version 2.
What furniture ought to go in the center of the room? How about a TV with surround sound? A refrigerator? Put a giant hole in the ground. It's just gonna be the same pit. But let's do it. That's a table. Did I read that wrong? Can I read? Let's put a huge picture of a horse. I'd really like a washing machine. 10 stove lined up along... Okay, so it's not letting me do the insane stuff. It's taking my free will away. It's making me think I have a decision. But it doesn't matter. Tesla coils in the corner. Come on, man. You gotta listen to me on one of these. Eh. And a table. You need a table. Tables were invented in 1935. Whoa, Nelly.
There's a bit more to this one, but still, it's not really communicating anything. It's kind of just weird for weirdness' sake.
Yeah, it is.
So, okay, he throws it out and starts over. This time he comes at the prison idea from a different direction.
Hello. Please walk forward. This guide will enable you to escape any prison environment. Follow the instructions carefully. Take care that you remember each step. First, click on this table. Good. Go over to the photo frame and click to turn it slightly. Ooh. Yeah, it's a little off. Oh, now it's off. Now turn the floor lamp in this room off. Then turn it back on. Exciting. Yes. Now go to the left side sofa. Move it over a little. Vandalism. Finally, touch the shelves. Okay, we getting crazy in here. That's it. In a real prison, the escape will now open. Return to the start to be taken back to your prison. What? Yo. That's it. I can't get back to my prison. Oh, I'm safe. Thought I was gonna fall. I am so very confused.
And of course, now the table is gone and you can't begin the chain of events to escape. Here's a version where there are no bars, but you can't actually get to the well. And then a version where the inside of the prison is the outside and the outside is the inside. Let me just blink you real quick through a few more of these. I mean, he really unloaded on this prison idea. There's nearly a dozen of them. Personally, I think it's awful to watch this, to see a person basically unraveling through their work. And for what? Like, at what point do you just go, maybe there are game ideas other than this prison that I could be working on? But Coda doesn't have that voice telling you to stop, that particular mechanism of defense against yourself. Without it, you just spiral. And so he keeps going and going and going and going and going, and then he hits on something. And he likes it. And that's it. He's done. He stops making prisons. This is the very last version of the prison game that he created. And the reason I think it works is that the prison is not actually in it.
Whoa. That is deep. Okay, it's very dark. Oh. I thought the lamppost signified the end, so is his home a prison? Okay. Hello? Who is this? Hey, it's me. I'm you from after you escape. Okay. What's up? I like the button sound when you press it. That's cool. You're me? So you were trapped in this prison too? Yep. I was in the furniture maze,
It's
dude.
a conversation. And so this is what Coda wants, is to be able to talk to someone, to share what's on his mind, and to get some good advice from someone who knows. But the irony is that even in this scenario, you're still talking to yourself. You know, all of these games so far are Coda talking to himself.
Damn, that's pretty crazy to think about. Yeah, honestly, I kind of missed the prison. Why, was there anything about it that you felt good about? I can't read. Being here sucks. True, maybe I'll only like things once I don't have them anymore. Oh my god, relatable. It was comfortable. I knew its limits. I knew my place. Relatable again. But you don't feel excited about getting out? The promise of freedom? Wait, why that question? I'm confused now. You just need to be patient. You'll see what I'm talking about when you've been there for a while longer. This is a really weird conversation. Mainly because of me, I think. I think I'm the first person to call back. Yes, I did get a call. That's how I escaped. Who am I? I'm both people! Just talk with me for a bit. I kind of want to end this conversation if I'm being honest. We've been on the phone for like a minute or two. That will free me. How does it work? Listen, you can't know until you're out, but I promise it works. Just be sincere. It will make sense. Number 3. Okay, nice talking to you. Only have one option.
I can see why he considers this a fitting conclusion to the prison games. After all of the obsession and frustration, just to be told by someone you can trust that things are going to be okay. Wouldn't that be nice?
I think I'm a little bit too smooth-brained to
would
like
it look
understand
like
the
if
deep
Coda
meaning
wanted
of
to
these
make a
things.
game about talking to someone other than himself?
Look at this. Okay, Coda.
To me, this environment is meant to represent Coda's puzzle, with the 2 doors on either side and a dark transitional space between.
That's nice. Housekeeping? Oh, not you again. Jeez. Oh, that would be so nice. Well, my goodness. I'm glad as all heck that you showed up. Thought I might be having to clean this entire house all by my... Excuse me? Everyone knows lonesome hands make lousy homes.
You'll notice that the quality of the art is a step up from previous
Oh,
games,
yeah, it is.
including this new and improved chat system, which he started using from this point on.
You know, the music? I can't turn down just the music. Just a little bit.
From here on out, he begins putting much more effort into the visual polish of his work, and this particular game took 2 months to create as a result.
Don't worry about me. A place this nice, I'll be glad to stay here all night. And lousy homes make home loners. Are we cleaning this whole fucking place? That's the story, little one. Oh, don't you worry now, Ted. We'll be through this mess in no time. I promise you'll wish there was more. Why don't I finish up here? In the meantime, could you please clear the table? Sure. Oh, damn. Oh, so that's what's up. Run to the bedroom and make the bed. Okay, you got me working here, Coda. That's the front door. I was trying to leave subconsciously. I'm actually a little freaked out of being in here. God, man, get it together. Yeah, this would be amazing. While you're in there, why don't you straighten the rug out a bit? Boom! Do you enjoy being a house cleaner? How'd you end up doing this job? It's been a long time since I've seen a house this messy. What's the shortest conversation I can have with this fucking person right now? Some of your life needs straightening up. You think you've got nothing that needs cleaning? Be careful, because that means it's everything. Golly. Any rate, my place is just to see a bit of peace brought here. Speaking of which, the pillows on the couch are a wreck. Ah, damn it. He was spitting knowledge and then he tells me to go do something. What about this drink, buddy? I feel compelled to share an incredibly cheesy personal insight. You okay with that? Do you have to, honestly? Alright. No, I don't. It was stupid. Never mind. Thank God. Hey, these dishes need to be washed. Why don't you come do that? I kind of want to know what you were going to say now that you didn't want to tell me. Scrub down what? Oh, the tub? God damn. Are there still books scattered on the floor of the bedroom? If so, should you put them back on the shelf? Jesus Christ. Ah, freedom.
After the intense set of prison games, this house cleaning level almost feels like cleansing. It's the moment after a particularly difficult or traumatic experience where you just need to let it sit and digest inside of you, and eventually cohere into something meaningful.
Do these chores ever end? Darling, let me tell you something. Whatever work you do, you have absolutely got to own it. Otherwise, it owns you. So why don't we be with the task at hand and leave the future chores to future you?
I know that Coda really liked this game. Of all of his work, actually, this was the only one that he called me up to ask me to come over and look at it. This was during a period of a few months where he was like grossly happy all the time, just walked around with a constant smile on his face.
I really like the music was a good choice. It's kind of nice. Earlier when I had a cheesy thought, I was going to say it occurs to me that one's house is a lot like one's soul. You take care of it, and it takes care of you. Don't know why I felt so weird about saying that. Yeah, it's weird now that you had to force it into conversation, okay? Even though I lied and said I wanted to, I didn't really want to. Thanks for telling me. I get it. That's a weird thing to say to someone you just met, honestly, brother. It's really not, though. It's a true statement. It's kind of a nice thing. Is this the whole thing? Can we be done with this? How the fucking books keep getting like this, man? I haven't even seen anyone in here.
I'm glad he made this. I'm glad he found some peace.
Bro, you are Coda, narrator. You're busted.
But, of course, it can't last. The music stops, your companion is gone, it's time to leave. The door at the top of the hill is now open as well.
Oh my God.
Again, you can't stay in the dark space for too long. You just can't. You have to keep moving. It's how you stay alive.
This house is no longer a home. Close. Whatever. I was really vibing to the freaking music in there. Now it's just silence. It sucked all that good energy out. Cold, going into Soviet Russia. Oh, it's the end.
Which is the whole point of the puzzle doors, right? That sooner or later you have to pick up and move. I really thought that was the point of it.
Items
This
you
one
love
gets
at
a bit
members-only
goofy.
places. Was it to improve your life? Was it to get a better job? Was it to make your relationships more meaningful? No? You came here to become perfect. This workshop is going to teach you how to be perfect. I want your friends, the people in your life, to look at you and think, wow, this person is a better human being than I am. Right now, who do you... that's crazy. Who do you think about that way in your own life? Oh my god, slow down, bro. Who do you know is so well developed as a... Oh, fuck. I intend to make you into that person. Perfection is within your grasp. And the question is not how we do it, but how we do
About
it
halfway
effortlessly.
through the game, the perspective
This is easy.
shifts.
Sir, narrator, please. Jesus Christ. Sir? Oh wait,
And you play as the
I'm
teacher.
the guy?
And suddenly, you discover that your teacher is just as bigoted and afraid as you are. Oh, and also you can move around the classroom now.
Is that what that meant? I was just trying to become perfect. Is that bigotry now? Oh gosh. I'm sorry, it was accidental. This is the key. How do I achieve with nothing? I can only press 1. Well, let me tell you right now. If it isn't effortless, then it's not the right answer. Can I press the other numbers? Oh, I can. Shit! Oh no, I see. Drinking is not hurting my life. Well, okay, this is getting a little bit too close to home now. Do you understand that you won't be happy until you love me? This is for you. Seek out only one thing. What is the easiest, simplest path forward? Why do I like all the yellow ones? But I feel like I'm not supposed to like those. Ew, I'm developing a cis growth. Shit, man. Oops, wrong button. Just kidding. Anyone want to do some ecstasy after this? What if I'm not a good teacher? Do what is easiest, do what is simplest. Okay, so okay, I'm in, brother. I'm in. Holy shit, you guys. Something is coming out of the back of the room. Look out. I was like talking about the eye. I mean, some ecstasy and looking at this thing. Golly. The screaming, not so good
I felt pretty hard
for
for this
ecstasy.
one. I feel like it's one of the most relatable experiences that you can have. To assume that some other person is perfect and totally fulfilled in every way, and completely miss all of the little flaws that make them painfully human. I think about this game a lot these days. This one took a lot longer than all the others for Coda to make. It was 4 months between this and the last one. That's twice as long as it took him to make any other game before this, and it's not like it's particularly complex, so I remember I found that a little
Oh, Jesus
strange
Christ,
at the
bro.
time.
What the Oh my god, was that extremely loud? I'm so sorry, everybody. The light startled me. Alright, places. In this scene, you will be playing as me. We are at a gathering of professionals. First, you'll start out leaning against this wall. Oh, there's the wall. Alright. Good, stay right there. The woman across the room in this chair is a professional photographer of animals. It's your dream to photograph animals professionally. This is your one chance to learn something from her, to gain something, to succeed. Go on, say something to her. Oh, jeez, bro. Keep it together. Yeah. Did you see the other options? Hello, that's it. That's not conversation. You need to actually converse with her. Be a human being. Do it again. Okay, I'm super scared right now. I like you. Here are all my hopes and dreams. I feel like they're all lose-lose, so we're going to be the most goober we can. No. That's not what I said to her at all. You're completely missing the tone of the conversation. I was reserved, but I knew what I wanted. I was confident. For some reason, it was just that moment, but I was confident. Maybe it's that you need to, a better place, a better feel of the setting, there were a lot of people around us. What the fuck is going on here? I'll give you some props to work with. These cones that bounce when you touch them will represent the people nearby. Now talk to her again. Excuse me? Excuse me, miss? Oh. Excuse me? Hello? What are some sacrifices you've had to make to do photography? Oh my god, is this a story about him actually fucking something up in his own life? This feels way too real. I want to try something. Try stepping back from the stage, okay? You're gonna shut the curtains on me, aren't you? I wasn't good enough. I knew it. I wasn't good enough to become an animal photographer. Just gonna go home. Oh no.
The game ends with this eerie premonition of what's going to happen next in Coda's life. The solution to social anxiety, to fears of having to perform and having to chase success, the answer for Coda is to withdraw, to hide himself away.
Layers
Which
and
is what
layers
leads
away.
to scenarios like the stairs that slowed you down several games ago, where it just becomes harder and harder to access Coda's inner landscape because he keeps retreating. He just keeps backing away from possible connections to anyone other than himself. And to be honest, I didn't consider it very healthy when I first played this game. You know, it looked to me like he was trying to justify the idea of just disconnecting yourself from the world. And that wasn't what I wanted for him or for his games. Because I feel like a lot of his games are inviting me to connect with this person, to bring him closer. But what can you do?
Okay, I like that
After this,
one.
Coda went off and took another 5 months to make a new game.
That one felt real. Mobius trip. To play this game properly, you must keep your eyes closed. Click. No. Guys, I'm gonna lie and say that they're closed right now. We're blind? Yeah, man. Oh shit. Guys. I'm blind also. Guys. Shit. Yo. Okay, hold on now. I'm gonna save you. I lied. I'm not freaking blind.
You should probably open your eyes if you haven't already. It's pretty much impossible to solve otherwise. And there is a solution, by the way.
Okay. Truth. He's the truth. The only way to stop it is to speak something that is honest. I am bursting with creative energy. I can't keep making these. My work is always fun. I can't keep making these. I knew it. Coda's going through it right now. I don't feel it anymore. I'm out of ideas.
Like I said, I was getting concerned. First off, he's never been this explicit in his work about exactly what he's thinking. So where's that coming from? But then even weirder, his work has potentially stopped being an outlet for him. Not like he's having trouble iterating on ideas, but he literally just can't think of new ideas anymore. And in person, he was being a lot more distant than usual. Like, you know how sometimes a person will just deflect anything that you say in order to keep themselves disconnected all the time? It was that kind of thing.
Damn, I've kind of
Here
been
was the
doing
point in
that.
my relationship with Coda where I really started to wonder if he needed my help in some way.
Okay. I'm out of ideas. Keep going. Keep talking. I haven't been honest. I can't figure out how to say the thing. I thought it was going to be easy. I just can't figure out how to say it. You're doing it. It's working. I'm all alone. I'm stuck in it. I have to work harder. Well, I didn't expect to get kind of depressed playing this tonight, to be honest, so let's just go full in. I'm alone. We're going to be okay. Wow, talking to himself through the text of the game. That is crazy.
His games are going to get more desperate from here on out.
No.
After this game, it's almost 6 months before he finishes something new.
Hello? Where am I? What is this? Whoa. Where'd this island come from? Ooh. That freaky breath gave me the chills. The heck? Shoot. Is that a person? How lovely. It's been a long time since I talked to anyone. What's wrong? You look lost. Oh my god, he sounds so sad through the narration. I'm completely out of ideas. When I try to create, I feel empty. I have nothing left to give to my work. You should just say all that, man. That's the problem. You need to just say all that. What's happened? Did something change? There was a machine that kept me going, and it stopped. I'm trying to find this engine that used to protect me, to start it again. Wait, you're looking for a machine? I think I know where it is. It isn't far. What? You have to take me to it. I need to see it. To know why it stopped.
If the last game featured Coda talking explicitly about his creative frustrations, this one turns it up to 11. Now, put yourself in my shoes playing this. Here's a friend whose work is exhibiting signs of struggle, frustration, anxiety, depression, even. And yet, still, he keeps making games. He keeps throwing himself into the grinder even when he clearly doesn't have the energy for it anymore. Why? What is it for?
I can take you to it, but there's a problem. It's guarded by a difficult puzzle. It's probably the door with the switch on it. Let's be real, Coda. If you can help me solve the puzzle, we'll find the machine. Deal? Deal, deal. Doesn't matter. We're going anyway. Oh, shit, I hit 3 and it said deal anyway. That's funny. Little goofy goober. Hold on. Stand by. Okay. Come along. I'll show it to you.
Because from my perspective at the time and just what I knew of him, this was a result of how isolated he was. He was in his own little bubble, just sitting at his computer all day, not really showing these games to anyone, not releasing them onto the internet. And so he didn't have anyone outside of himself to connect with. He had no outlet to ground himself on.
Hey, I recognize this. I've solved this puzzle before. This is easy. Can you tell me how to do it? First, you have to close the door. First, you have to open the door. Okay, so first you have... Oh, shit. Wrong button. Okay, I understand. I'm sorry, sir. You have to open the door. Okay. Now you have to close the first door. Now you press the switch with this. Okay, okay. Okay, we're here, we're here. Now just press the switch here. Peace!
You can't talk yourself out of loneliness. It doesn't work that way. You can't be the one writing both the questions and the answers. Then there's no movement. Then there's no circulation. If all of your anxieties are being channeled into your work, then if the work ever fails, you have no backup and you're just going to crash.
Damn. That's all the options I picked. There's no machine here, there's just words on some walls. Trust me, you'll see. Am I the machine? You have to say that game development is simple and joyous, and that you love it 100% of the time. It's a lie. Shit. But it wasn't true. Don't worry about it, just keep talking. Keep saying that creation is easy. When I make games, I feel completely energized. I am constantly excited and enthusiastic about my work. That's a lie. It's easy, it never stops being easy. We're almost out of here, guys. Just gotta lie a little bit more.
Seeing this game at the time that he made it, it looked really unhealthy to me. I was watching him do this to himself, and I hated it. I hated seeing him so trapped. It's like, video games are not worth this amount of suffering.
Number 3. Oh, now it's just gonna do all my selections, huh?
This is someone I really cared about. And I used to get so much joy out of seeing him create. For him to suddenly become angry and frustrated like this, it was the worst thing for me.
None of this is helping. Patience. You have to trust me. I promise this will work. Please, continue. Any sacrifices made for my work are 100% are worth it 100% of the time. 3. Never pays off.
I don't know. This is what I felt at the time. I don't know how else to explain it. I wanted it to stop more than anything. I had never felt so rotten. I needed more than I had ever needed anything for this to stop.
Man, just the way how he's the narrator and he's created this guy, this character, and this is the whole thing. This is just a really cool idea. I'm just kind of taken back at the moment. Wow. You said it was going to be okay, man. Can I go in here? Oh, shit. I'm just standing there like an idiot.
But it
God.
didn't stop. After finishing this one,
the end of that one
Coda
was
takes
crazy.
another 7 months and comes up with a new game.
I don't know why. That one was just great. Wow, how can we go from those vibes to this? This is, ma'am, glad to see you've arrived safely. We've captured the machine. It's waiting for you now. You can begin the interrogation whenever you like. I intend to be quick. I intend to be quiet. I intend to be brutal. Yeah. Pop that door. I said pop that door, guard. Just be warned that someone called the press, so we might have a bit of attention on this one. Also, one more, I was still reading that. Oh, shit. God bless you, son. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Hey, how's it going? Nice to see you guys. We just gotta run up here real quick. Thank you. fucking close that door. You
And
stop
of course,
the
it's the
machine.
machine.
Oh, is this his creative engine? His creative thoughts? You stopped! You stopped feeding us. Your work was keeping us alive. Your work was keeping us healthy. Just keeping us healthy. Those people out there, can you imagine what pain you put them through? It was only because of your creations that any of us could make it through every day. How could we possibly go back to trusting you to do this job? How can we trust you now? Son of a bitch. Huh. Damn machine. How's about this for a start? You need to go to the people who are out there and apologize to them. You have to admit to the people that you allowed them to suffer. I've been so alone, buddy. Come on, just start back up. Yeah, say you're sorry. No, this is getting dark. Wait, is the engine some type of significant other in Coda's life? No, nothing? Think carefully. I know how to hurt you. I have seen the thing you fear. We're not crazy. Alright then. I will apologize to the people on your behalf. Alright, alright. My followers! My friends! We meet here today in war-torn Palestine. That was insensitive, and I take it back. It falls on me to deliver bad news. I have a troubling revelation. Yep, machine's broken. It's over. The machine will not apologize to us. The machine refuses to admit that it deliberately hurt us. Who is the machine? I am confused. I'm starting to just make shit up now about what all this means. But this is not important. We are stronger than it thinks we are. We will find a way to live without it. We do not need its games. True. Let us pay it retribution. Let us show it that we are not failures. Let's beat that machine's ass, man. Follow me, man. We going in. Come on. No, not again. No. Oh, what? Oh, God. Are they all coming together? This is an inside job. Hello? Oh, my gosh.
Remember, you can click to
Oh,
fire the
whoa.
gun.
It's just going to be nothingness. I can destroy everything. I'm the creator. I'm the machine.
So now the work is becoming self-destructive. And I'll tell you, at the time that I first played this game, shortly after he made it, here's what I'm thinking to myself. I'm thinking that Code is stuck in his own head, and that it's having a very negative effect on him, and that all he needs to do is just start showing his work to people, to get some actual feedback on his games. It might get him out of isolation. And so, as I'm thinking this,
Loud
I
ass
realized
typewriters.
that I could be the one to initiate it. Because it would never occur to Coda to start actively soliciting feedback, so what if I did it for it? If he could see the difference it would make to have more actual conversations with other human beings, would that bring him out of his mental spiral? Would it give him confidence in himself? Would it bring meaning back into his work?
I still think you're Coda, dude. I do not believe you, man. And I hope you're doing good. Oh, no. Oh, Lord.
So I started showing Coda's work to people. I took this one, and the islands which you just played, the theater, the notes, the house cleaning game, and some of the prison escape games. I brought them to people that I knew and trusted. I asked their opinions. And the great part is that they really loved his games. You know, the point of it all was just to give him some external reference point, but they genuinely loved his work. There was nothing for him to be afraid of.
The machine. Put down your weapon. You tell me what to do one more time, you damn machine.
Can you
son
see
of a
why I
bitch.
felt like this was the right thing to do? Because it's the thing that I always feel like I need, to be told that my work is good, that I am good. When someone really connects with a thing that I've made, when they see themselves purely in my work, there's nothing that feels better. And I got to give that very same feeling to my friend. I did something... I really felt like I'd done something good, like I was a good person. I felt like there was a friend who was in trouble and was unhappy and maybe didn't like themselves, and I could fix it. If I could give him this gift, maybe I could fix the problem. When they told me how much they enjoyed his games, it was the best feeling. It was the absolute best feeling. It made me feel so happy. So beautifully, beautifully happy.
Wow.
So anyway, Coda finishes this game, and then really he just kind of takes off for a while. So this is June of 2011, and I didn't hear anything from him for several weeks, I guess. And so out of nowhere, one day I get an email, and it's got a private link to a new game of Coda's. This one is called The Tower, and to my knowledge, it's the last game that Coda ever made.
Wait, is Coda
So let's take a look.
no longer with us? Why'd he say it like that? The tower?
And this is where I have trouble saying anything meaningful about Coda's work. Because more than anything else, the tower just feels distant. It feels like it's trying to distance itself from the world. It's a very cold game. This room actually has a maze in it.
What the fuck? Whoa, Jesus.
Except that all the walls of the maze are invisible.
Oh my god,
And then
that just
every
about
time you
gave
touch
me
one
a
of the walls, there's this
seizure.
awful flashing and noise, so the experience is really miserable. The game goes beyond not being meant to be played. It actually seems to despise the player for trying to play it at all.
Yeah, I don't really...
But I do want to show you the rest of the levels, so when you're ready to continue, press enter and I'll put a bridge over the maze.
Thank God.
And to be fair, it's not like this is the first game that's needed some modification to be playable. Like the house cleaning game. You know, that one used to actually loop the cleaning chores and you just cleaned a house forever. I had to cut it off so that you could exit the house and the game would actually end. But that game had an idea that it was actually trying to communicate. What's the deeper idea behind the invisible maze? The only way past this challenge is to randomly guess the 6-digit code. Like the invisible maze, it's frustrating to me, because it's the opposite of everything else that Coda has made. It doesn't encourage thought or engagement. It doesn't ask anything of me, except a lot of my time. If I could have reached him during this time, then maybe I could have asked him, but I couldn't. I still don't really understand why this is here. I'll put the code on the ground for you here, though, so that we can move on.
No thanks, don't need it. Got this one sorted out. Yeah, shit. Piece of shit. Arigatou gozaimasu.
The switch to open this door is actually on the other side of the door.
Oh,
Meaning
great.
that it's literally impossible to solve from this side. So even if you somehow brute forced your way through the first 2 challenges and you got to this point, there's actually just no way to progress. And it's scary for me, the idea of Coda cutting himself off entirely, just saying, that's it, that's the end of the conversation, not giving me any way to fix the problem. I feel like a failure, I guess, when I can't fix the problem. But I can open this door for you, so let me do that. Was I a failure for not understanding this game? I mean, I don't know why
kinda
I would
feeling
be. It's
like
not
one.
like everything needs to have a solution, but I feel it somehow. I feel like I failed, and I don't understand why. I remember, it's June of 2011. I'm playing this for the very first time, and as I'm playing, I'm thinking to myself,
That's cool.
I don't know this person. I have no idea who this person is. It wasn't the guy I knew, it wasn't my friend. I had come to so many conclusions from looking at all of his work up to this point, and then suddenly none of them... I had been trying to, though. That was the thing. For years I was trying to get to know him, to understand who he actually was and what he stood for. I asked him so many times to please just tell me what his games mean to him. I asked him please to tell me what the 3 dots mean. And he wouldn't. I just felt so strongly that if I could have connected with him, that if I could have somehow made his work my own, that I would finally be once and for all happy. It was that I needed to see myself in someone else. I needed to be someone other than me. But he
Damn.
stopped and left. And it felt somehow like I had failed.
You didn't fail, buddy. Just know that.
Where did I screw up?
Silence. Dear
I'm
Davey.
the reason that you stopped making games, aren't I? It's because of what I did. I poisoned it for you.
Oh my god. Wait, is this... What? Dear Davey. Thank you for your interest in my games. I need to ask you not to speak to me anymore. That hurts.
I don't think I ever told you this, but when I took your work and I was showing it to people, it actually felt... it felt as though I were responsible for something important and valuable.
Damn. I wonder at times whether you think I'm making these games for you. Oh, this got sad. No.
And the people who played them, they treated me like I was important. They really listened and cared about what I had to say. Even though I was showing your work, I felt good about myself. Finally, for a moment, while I had that, I liked myself.
You've so infected my personal space that it's possible I did begin to plant solutions in my work somewhere, hidden between games. So he wanted the games to go forever. He wanted you to do that house cleaning forever. If there was an answer, a meaning, would it make you any happier? Would you stop taking my games and showing them to people against my wishes? giving them something that is not yours to give, violating the one boundary that keeps me safe? Would you stop changing my game? Stop adding lampposts to them? What? Thought that was his idea.
And then you stopped, and I didn't have anything left to show people. I just had to be with myself. And as soon as that happened, there was no feeling at all. Nothing. Less than nothing. What does that mean?
Wait, when I'm around you, I feel physically ill. You desperately need something, and I cannot give it to you. I literally do not have it. I am on 50 different wavelengths of what the hell is going on here, so... Struggling to come up with new ideas is not making me depressed. Low points are just a part of the process. Realest shit I've heard this whole time. The fact that you think I am frustrated or broken says more about you than about me. Preach! I realize that this doesn't make sense to you just yet. Which is fine. You're not my problem to solve. But I do hope that one day it clicks and that you make peace with this thing you are wrestling.
I'm afraid that I did something really stupid because I don't like myself.
And when you finally see what I'm talking about, don't say anything. Oh God, that gives me the chills.
That's why I'm releasing this collection of your work, is because I haven't been able to find any other way to reach you. I've tried everything.
Wait, what?
And so a part of me has hope that if I put this compilation out into the world,
Plot
if I put my name on it,
twist.
that maybe enough people will play it so that it'll find its way to you, so that I can tell you that I'm sorry. I know I screwed up. If I apologize to you truly and deeply, will you start making games again?
Oh my
Please.
God, what is
I need
this?
to feel okay with myself again. And I always felt okay as long as I had your work to see myself in. I mean, is something wrong with me? Because I know that I did an awful thing, and I'm doing it again right now. Like, I'm showing people your work, but I can't stop myself from doing it. That's how badly I need to feel something again, like I'm an addict. There has to be something wrong with me. Can I apologize? What if I tell you I was wrong? Will that work? Will that fix it? I don't know. I don't think it will, but there's nothing else that I can do. Just tell me what you want. I'm sorry. I'm
Jesus
sorry.
Christ,
Please,
buddy.
start making games again. Please help me. Please give me some of whatever it is that makes you complete. I want whatever that wholeness is that you just summoned out of nothing and you put into your work. You were complete in some way that I never was.
Oh God, I've got to get out
And I
of
want
here.
to know I want to know how to be a good person. I want to know how not to hate myself. Please.
Sir.
I'm fading, and all I want is to know that I'm going to be okay.
Oh God, am I going to get crushed? I just realized. Oh my goodness, what a roller coaster. What an absolute roller coaster this has been so far. And I'm loving it. I don't quite understand most of it. Due to my smooth brain syndrome, but I'm really enjoying it.
More love, more praise, more people telling me that I'm good. Always more. It's like a disease. Solution.
Wow, the way the audio switches up. Now this is good vibes out
I
here.
guess if someone had told me ahead of time that he just really enjoyed making prison games, maybe I wouldn't have thought he was so desperate. I wouldn't have told so many people that he was depressed. Maybe he just likes making prisons. Even now, the disease is telling me to stop. Don't show people what a shitty person you are. They'll hate you.
What's going on here? Oh. What the fuck?
If I knew that my life depended on finding something to be driven by other than validation, what would that even be? It's strange, but the thought of not being driven by external validation is unthinkable. Like, I actually cannot conceive of what that would be like.
It's pretty chill, to be honest.
What now?
Yeah, the sound design and everything's really cool on this. I'm digging it. Pretty sure this game is
think I
pretty
need to
old,
go.
too.
And I'm sorry, because I know that I said that I would be here and I would walk you through this, but I'm starting to feel like I have a lot of work to do. I have a lot that I need to make up for, and so I'm just gonna... Okay.
Don't go yet, buddy. Oh, we're back at the beginning, or what? What is this? Oh my god, the black cube. L'chaim. Oh, he's gone now. I mean, he was talking a lot, but I kind of miss him. He started that rant in between the doorways. I mean, Jesus Christ, buddy. But now that he's gone, you know. Oh no. Oh my gosh, the whisper machine. Unbelievable. Am I going to shoot out into outer space again, or what? What the heck? Okay. Credits. That would be perfect. Wow. Hell yeah.
Turn back from this cave. You said, let me prove that I'm brave. Let me keep going.
I'm not gonna lie, I kind of loved that game. That was so cool.
But the cave goes for miles and miles and miles. And you're so tired, but I know that you're strong. So turn back, turn back.
Damn. So now I need to play, I think, the Stanley Parables next. If there's any other games like this, I don't really know. I really like this style of game. No one's going to see this, but if you do, and you have a recommendation for games that are similar to this, let me know. I kind of like this style of game. It's not so crazy. Something you can chill and just play. Well, y'all have a good one now, and we'll catch you in the next one. Adios.